The accomplishment, absolutely. Knowing that you're doing what they say is one of the hardest things to do in all of sports. A round ball and a cylinder bat. That's to make that sweet of contact. It's got to be one of the hardest things to do in all of sports. We are at Groomer's Choice, the warehouse I work at. I make anything that your groomer would use that you brought your dog to. We supply your groomer with that. Face It Together information was handed to me with Dave's phone number my very first day here, along with my employee handbook. It was after a day of work that didn't go so well for me. I made that choice to call him and been meeting with him weekly ever since. He told me he wasn't there to judge me or anything. Told me to look at him as a life coach, and that's the way I have since the very first day I met him. It's turned out to be a great friendship, someone I honestly look forward to talking to once a week. Purity of the game, wait for your pitch, swing at the right time, keep your eye on the ball until it's in your zone. The release of that power, that energy is so fulfilling. I mean, really, it's what it's all about. I've become such a productive employee. They didn't have to train another person. My abilities doubled, really. Not only my production, but the responsibilities that I'm willing to take care of. You can really change one of your employees' whole outlook at life, and then they will, in return, give you that much more effort. I reached out to Face It Together for my own purpose. Luckily, my employer stuck with me enough, and then I went and got the help to turn my life around.
As soon as I put that ball on the tee, I just take that nice deep breath, take a couple practice swings, and I don't put any pressure on myself. To have your employer back you up and say, here's our shoulder to lean on, they help take that pressure off of you for that employee to know that, hey, you don't have to do this alone. Because being active in that addiction, you already feel alone. Having my employer walk beside me, they have helped raise me up from that dark pit. One thing that I didn't have to worry about was if I was gonna have my job or not when I came back from treatment. Knowing that I didn't have to worry about that, it took a huge load off of me. I could have the worst day possible, but walking up on that tee box, putting the tee in the ground, placing that ball on top, it's an instant relief. And just being able to look out, in a sense, I'm looking at the horizon of my life. I can focus on numerous things and just be at ease doing something that's healthy for myself. I'm able to smile at work today, laugh and have fun, be myself. It kind of takes my breath away. That I honestly could say that they've helped save my life.
You know, when I get in the zone, it's like a meditation, you know. It's total stress relief. Well, about 4 years ago, I was working at Avera. They had Face It come in, and they gave a huge presentation about what Face It Together was. They said a certain number of the people sitting in this room right now are dealing with addiction to drugs or alcohol. How many people are looking at me, you know, thinking, oh yeah, there's the guy. I remember I went back to our shop, and when no one was around, I pulled out that card and really took a hard look at it. I was just thinking, you know, maybe this would be a way out. You know, maybe someday this could help me, because I was really starting to hit my bottom at that point. Yeah, I was an addict, and you know, what would the questions be? You know, how would it affect my job? Were they really telling the truth that I wasn't going to lose my job? When I hit my lowest point, I think I was sitting here, I pulled out that card, and I finally got up the courage to call the number. One of the ladies that answered the phone there at Face It asked me who I was, what I was going through. When she said, I've been right where you are and there's a way out of this, that was the first inkling of hope I had, you know, that maybe I could do this. They say when you get into recovery, you know, get a hobby. Okay, I got a hobby. And so, yeah, it's been a huge part of my recovery. Well, if I'm having a bad day, I can come sit down the drums for 20 minutes, a half hour, and when I walk away, I'm like, yeah. After my first year, they asked me if I'd be willing to volunteer, and I was scared to death. I'm like, how can I help people? And I started doing the recovery coaching. It was amazing that the people that would come in, how much we had in common, you know, where they were in their lives is right where I was at my life at that time. Just that connection right there is so much to give a person hope that, hey, maybe if this guy did it, I can do it too. My whole life is working on the relationships I have. That's one of the most beautiful things that recovery's given me is I can't take away the things I've done, but I don't have to do them today. I love FACEIT's motto of, helping sick people get better. It helps more people than we probably ever know.